you ever wondered about the difference between want to and need to? These two phrases are commonly used in English to talk about future actions, but they express very different feelings and urgency. Understanding how to use them correctly can help you communicate more clearly and avoid misunderstandings in daily life. In this video, we'll break down the meanings, uses, and grammar rules for want to and need to, with plenty of examples to make things easy. Let's get started. Knowing when to use want to versus need to is important for expressing yourself accurately. If you mix them up, you might sound too demanding or not serious enough. For example, saying, "I want to pay my rent" sounds like a choice, but "I need to pay my rent" shows it's necessary. This small difference can change the meaning of your message completely. So let's explore what each phrase really means and how you can use them in everyday conversation. Want to is all about desire or personal choice. When you say you want to do something, it means you wish to do it or it would make you happy. There's no pressure or obligation. For example, "I want to buy a new laptop for my YouTube channel." Here, buying the laptop is something you'd enjoy, but it's not required. If you don't do it, nothing bad will happen. This makes want to perfect for talking about your preferences and wishes. Daily conversations, you'll often use want to when talking about things you'd like to do. For instance, "We want to travel to Goa next month." This shows a wish or a plan, but it's not something you must do. If plans change, it's not a big deal. Using want to helps you share your hopes and dreams with others in a friendly, relaxed way. It's a great way to talk about your interests and what makes you happy. Speaking quickly or casually, many people say wanna instead of want to. For example, "I want to see a movie." This is very common in spoken English, especially among friends or in informal settings. However, remember that wanna is not appropriate for formal writing or business emails. It's best to use want to in those situations. Knowing when to use wanna helps you sound more natural in casual conversation. Need to is used for things that are necessary, required, or mandatory. When you say you need to do something, it means it's essential. If you don't do it, there could be negative consequences. For example, "I need to pay my rent today or I will face a penalty." Here, paying rent is not just a wish, it's an obligation. Need to is perfect for talking about rules, laws, or things that are important for your success or survival. We'll use need to when talking about things you must do. For example, "He needs to take his medicine to get better." This isn't just a suggestion, it's something that must happen for a good result. Using need to makes your message clear and serious. It's useful for talking about health, safety, work, and other important areas of life where action is required. Let's compare the two phrases. Want to is about what you'd like to do, while need to is about what you must do. For example, "I want to eat ice cream" means you'd enjoy it, but "I need to eat medicine" means it's necessary for your health. This difference helps you express your feelings and priorities more clearly in English. Consider the sentence, "I want to buy a new laptop for my YouTube channel." Here, buying a laptop is a personal wish. It's something that would make you happy or help you with your hobby, but it's not required. If you don't buy it, nothing bad will happen. This is a classic example of using want to express desire. Now look at the sentence, "I need to pay my rent today or I will face a penalty." This shows an obligation. Paying rent is not optional. If you don't do it, there will be negative consequences. This is a perfect example of when to use need to show necessity and responsibility. The sentence, "We want to travel to Goa next month," is another example of expressing desire. Traveling is something you'd enjoy, but it's not required. If you can't go, it's disappointing but not a disaster. This is how want to is used for plans and dreams. Consider, "You need to save your banner as a JPEG so it stays under 6 MB. Here, saving the file in a certain way is necessary. If you don't, the file might be too large, causing problems. This is a clear example of need to for following rules or instructions. "He needs to take his medicine to get better." This sentence shows that taking medicine is not a choice, it's essential for health. If he doesn't take it, he won't recover. This is a strong example of using need to for health and well-being. In using want to and need to in the present tense, pay attention to the subject. For I, you, we, and they use want to and need to. For he, she, and it, addends wants to and needs to. For example, "She wants to learn English," or "He needs to finish his homework." This small change is important for correct grammar. In the past tense, both want to and need to change to wanted to and needed to for all subjects. For example, "Yesterday I wanted to sleep, but I needed to finish my video upload." This rule makes it easy to talk about past desires and obligations. Let's summarize the main points in a simple table. Want to is for desires and choices, while need to is for necessities and obligations. Remember to adjust the verb for the subject in the present tense and use the past forms for all subjects when talking about the past. This overview helps you remember the key differences. Common mistake is using want to when you really mean need to, or vice versa. For example, saying "I want to submit my assignment" when it's actually required can make you sound less serious. Always choose the right phrase to match the situation. This helps you communicate your intentions clearly and avoid confusion. Remember, wanna is only for informal speech. Informal writing such as business emails or academic papers always use want to. Using wanna in the wrong context can make you sound unprofessional. Knowing the difference helps you adapt your language to the situation. Use want to talk about things you enjoy or look forward to. For example, "I want to try a new restaurant." This shows excitement or interest but not obligation. It's a friendly way to share your preferences with others. Use need to when something is required. For example, "I need to finish my homework before I can go out." This makes it clear that there's a rule or responsibility involved. It's important for talking about deadlines, rules, and important tasks. When discussing rules or laws, always use need to. For example, you need to wear a helmet when riding a bike. This shows that the action is not optional but required by rule or law. It's a clear way to talk about safety and regulations. Use wanted to share your preferences. For example, I want to listen to music while I work. This tells others what you like or enjoy without making it sound like a requirement. It's a polite way to express your wishes. When making suggestions, want to is often used. For example, do you want to go for a walk? This is a gentle way to invite someone to do something without making it sound like an obligation. It keeps the conversation friendly and open. Use need to when giving instructions or directions. For example, you need to press this button to start the machine. This makes it clear that the action is necessary for success or safety. It's useful for teaching or explaining processes. Need to is also used to show urgency. For example, I need to call the doctor right now. This tells others that the action is important and cannot wait. It's a strong way to communicate that something must be done immediately. Sometimes you can use want to make a request sound softer. For example, I want to ask you for a favor. This is less direct than saying I need to ask you for a favor, which can sound demanding. Using want to helps keep the conversation polite. When something is required, always use need to. For example, you need to bring your ID to enter. This makes it clear that there is a rule or requirement. It's important for situations where following instructions is necessary. Use want to when discussing your goals or ambitions. For example, I want to become a doctor. This shows your dreams and what you hope to achieve, but it's not an immediate requirement. It's a positive way to share your aspirations. When discussing deadlines, use need to. For example, I need to submit the report by Friday. This shows that there is a time limit and the action is required. It's important for work, school, and other responsibilities. Use want to when making plans with friends or family. For example, do you want to go out this weekend? This keeps the conversation light and friendly and shows that the plan is optional. When you must follow instructions, use need to. For example, you need to fill out this form before entering. This makes it clear that the action is not optional and must be completed. Use want to express wishes or things you hope for. For example, I want to visit Paris someday. This shows a dream or hope, not a requirement. It's a nice way to talk about your future plans. Use need to for things essential to survival. For example, we need to drink water every day. This shows that the action is necessary for life and cannot be skipped. Use want to talk about things you enjoy. For example, I want to play video games after work. This shows what makes you happy and helps others understand your interests. Use need to when there are consequences for not acting. For example, you need to lock the door or someone might break in. This makes the importance of the action clear. Use want to talk about what motivates you. For example, I want to improve my English. This shows your drive and what you hope to achieve, making your goals clear to others. Use need to for essentials. For example, you need to have a ticket to enter the concert. This makes it clear that the action is not optional and is required for participation. Use want to show curiosity. For example, I want to know more about this topic. This shows interest and a desire to learn without making it sound like a requirement. Use need to when giving instructions that must be followed. For example, you need to turn off your phone during the meeting. This makes the rule clear and helps maintain order. Use want to talk about hobbies. For example, I want to learn how to paint. This shows your interests and what you enjoy doing in your free time. Use need to for actions necessary for survival. For example, we need to find shelter before it rains. This shows that the action is critical and cannot be ignored. Use want to for enjoyable plans. For example, I want to go to the beach this weekend. This shows excitement and what you look forward to without making it sound required. Use need to for legal requirements. For example, you need to have a license to drive. This makes it clear that the action is required by law and not optional. Use want to talk about future hopes. For example, I want to visit Japan someday. This shows your dreams and what you look forward to, making your conversations more personal and engaging. Sum up, want to and need to are both useful for talking about future actions, but they express very different things. Use want to for desires, wishes, and things you'd enjoy. Use need to for necessities, obligations, and things that are required. Paying attention to these differences will help you communicate more clearly and confidently in English. Thanks for watching and keep practicing.